The high earner is failing because he's playing by 2024 rules. The strategist is winning because she understands the 2026 shift. Most people think a car loan is a wealth killer. Usually, they're right. But as of February 2026, the structuring math has flipped. This isn't about how much you earn. It's about the hidden relationship between domestic origin and effective interest rates that most people never understand. In the old world, car interest was a dead expense, but under Section 7203 of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, car interest has a second price. Think of it like the $9,000 rule. If you buy a vehicle assembled outside the U.S., you pay the sticker price, which includes 100% of the interest. If you buy a qualifying U.S. assembled vehicle, you pay the second price. For a taxpayer in the 24% bracket, a $70,000 loan at 7.5% interest has a hidden tax shield worth roughly $1,800 per year. Over a 5-year loan, that's a $9,000 difference in total cost of ownership between two vehicles that have the exact same MSRP. Ignoring this isn't just a missed opportunity. It's a voluntary 24% ignorance tax you're paying to the government. To stop paying the ignorance tax, you need to follow these 6 rules of the 2026 loophole. Rule 1. The door jamb audit. Don't fall in love with the leather seats. Look at the VIN on the door jamb. The math versus the emotion is simple. The standard buyer trusts the salesman when he says it's American-made. The expert looks for a VIN starting with 1, 4, or 5. If it starts with a 2 or 3, you just lost your $10,000 deduction. Rule 2. The standard deduction mirage. Most people think they can't deduct interest unless they itemize, like a mortgage. Standard filers ignore the deduction because they take the $16,100 standard deduction. The expert knows the OBBBA made this an above the line on Schedule 1A. It hits your bottom line even if you don't own a home. Rule 3. The pavement princess test. You don't need a CDL, but you do need weight. The standard buyer thinks this is for work trucks only. The expert knows any vehicle under 14,000 pounds GWVR qualifies. Your heavy-duty luxury pickup fits, a semi-truck doesn't. Rule 4, the 2025 lockout. Nostalgia is expensive. The standard owner holds on to their 2023 loan because the rate is 4%. The expert calculates if refinancing into a 2026 loan, even at a higher rate, is cheaper after the $10,000 deduction. The loan must have originated after January 1st, 2025. Arbitrage spread. Debt is bad is an emotional response. Effective rate is a math response. Standard behavior is paying cash to avoid 7% interest. Expert behavior is taking the loan, deducting the interest to bring the effective rate to 5.4%, and keeping their cash in a 5% high-yield savings account. The cost of being liquid is now almost zero. The MAGI Cliff. Success has a ceiling. Standard high earners realize too late they made $121,000 and lost the deduction. The expert uses 401k and HSA contributions to shove their modified adjusted gross income below the $100,000 single or $200,000 joint limit to unlock the full $10,000 shield. When you apply these rules, you trigger a wealth flywheel. That $200 you save every month on interest taxes doesn't just sit there. You move it into a Roth IRA. That investment grows tax-free, which lowers your future financial stress, making you less likely to make desperate, high-interest impulse buys later. Contrast that with the destructive cycle. Buying a non-qualifying import, paying the full 8% interest with post-tax dollars, and watching your liquidity dry up. One bad VIN choice leads to a $9,000 loss over 5 years. That's a breaking point that prevents you from ever becoming the strategist we saw earlier. We return to our two neighbors. The difference between them wasn't look, and it wasn't even their salary. It was clarity. One saw a car, the other saw a multi-year tax strategy. The 2026 economy is designed to harvest unforced errors from people who aren't paying attention to Section 7203. You now have the rules. Use the NHTSA VIN decoder today. Ask yourself, do you want to own your car, or are you comfortable with your car owning you? I'll see you in the next one.